Boxing Voice here in Kingsville, in the home of Oscar Cantu. I just saw you put in a good sparring session, good little workout with Adam Lopez, a former stablemate from the amateurs. You got word of a fight coming up in Vegas. This is pretty significant. NBC Sports headliner. Can you tell us a little bit about what came down?
Well, it's Roy Jones contacted my manager, and he said December 17th it's available if you want to go out and fight for the NABF and then to defend my NABF super flyweight title. And we said of course, and the opponent's a great opponent. He's Aston Palikti from the Philippines. He's 20-2 with about 15 knockouts, so a great opponent, something that's going to show that I do belong where we say we belong.
Okay, what titles are up? Because I know there's another one, a vacant one, correct? And it's also somewhat of an eliminator.
Yes, exactly. It's the I think it's the WBO NABA title that's going to be there, but I am the current NABF. I'll be defending that one also. So there'll be 2 titles up in the air. So I'm ready to get my 6th belt in.
Yeah, and and I always ask this because we see Chocolatito. He's getting the shine back down to the lighter weights, and even up 2 hours up north in San Antonio, we see a couple of guys get signed by Golden Boy and Tekin, the brothers Bam Rodriguez and Joshua Franco. How excited does that make you, man? Seeing that y'all are all players and that the division is growing and it's getting more recognition, because you guys do bring more action and it's nonstop.
It brings back the glory days of boxing. When you got Sugar Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, all those. Then you got the lightweights. You had Chicanito, you had Finito Lopez, you had all those great guys, Bobby Chacon, Paul Banky, and those great guys there. They really brought the boxing to boxing. That's when the boxing was in the greatest era before this whole UFC stuff. And I'm looking to put it back into where it's supposed to be. And have those great true boxing fans, who love the pure boxing. Root me on and cheer for me.
Because Roy Jones does bring some prestige, and it's like I said, it's a main event on regular television. And we see the PBC trying to push boxing back on regular TV, and here you are, I'm getting on that same kind of platform. So how excited were you getting this news? Not closing out the year, but beginning the year with a bang.
Well, it's a great one, because 2017 is going to be a great year for me. I thought 2016 was going to be where I'm fighting for my world title, but this is the doorstep right before the world title. This is a world title eliminator, and it's going to be on national television, so everyone can watch me. My family, the fans out there, they get to see who I am and what I really do and what message I bring. Because I just don't go out there and box. I bring a great message. Going to school, putting God first, God's humble warrior. That's who I am. So people are going to be able to see that and say, you know what, boxing still has great people out there. Boxing is not full of the bad people who had the bad publicity and all that stuff. So I want to show that along with the bad, there is great people out there.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. That hunger you're showing is something that the lighter weights, they haven't fallen into that pattern that we're seeing with the middleweights or the welterweights, where people are avoiding each other or they're just chasing money. Then it's no longer about glory, But with you guys like Chocolatito and what you're saying, and the other guys who are ranked under him, and they're trying to get that crack. You guys still seem hungry. I mean, what is that? Is that eagerness because it's a lighter weight and people tend to not really pay attention to it because of the weight?
Exactly. That's what it is. Once you got that door open, you got to go out there and take it. You cannot go out there and do 75%, because 75% is not going to do good. So you got to be there 100%. You really got to go show that you are here to be a world champion. You got to show everyone else that they do want to come see you again, and tell that promoter, hey, keep on putting me on television, because I do bring more publicity. More people are viewing the show. So the lightweights, we don't get to pick and choose and say, no, I'm gonna hold off until it's a real big money fight. We don't get those privileges. So we got to go out there and take every fight like it's a world title, and take advantage of every single second of that fight.
Vegas, you got a baby on the way. Congratulations. Big news, coming down, especially from a town. People who don't know, you're 2 hours south of San Antonio, a small town. You really don't see fighters coming out of here at this level. So again, what are we going to see versus a really dangerous opponent who brings a lot of power and a lot of pressure to the game on your first appearance in Vegas?
It's going to be a tough fight. There's no joke. This guy is a very tough fighter, 20-2. He's put in the work, and I've put in the work. 14-0, but if you look at my opponents, it's a lot of world title fights, hard, tough fighters, So we both put in work, and we just got to go out there, and I got to go out there and shine and, do what I do best, just box, have fun, come out victorious, put God on the map. This is what I usually do, and, set the stage for 2017 when my baby does come out in 2017, and, and be prepared for that, It's not just me. It's not me putting it on for God. It's not me putting it on for the city, but for my family now. So it's 3 great things that I'm doing and I'm fighting for. And, I'm humbled and I'm honored to be able to fight for those great things. Kingsville, God, and my family, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, you.